YouTubers, F1 Fanatic here. Today officially has become the day that every F1 gamer has long awaited for since the beginning of this year. We can now say that Codemasters has now officially given the news that the details of Formula 1 2014 will officially be announced tomorrow, July 31st. In case you missed it, today Codemasters community manager Luke Springs sent out a tweet that reads, quote, "Yep, just confirmed on the CLC live stream, we'll be revealing F1 2014 tomorrow." The tweet also came with this picture. This news comes 2 weeks overdue from last year's announcement of Formula 1 2013, which came on July 15th of last year. But nonetheless, it's very good news, obviously. However, much speculation has been made about Formula 1 2014, one of which it may be coming out on next-gen consoles, PS4, Xbox One. However, obviously no consoles have been confirmed. My guess is that it'll come out on current-gen PS3, 360, and it'll give gamers who don't have a next-gen console, myself, a chance to still obtain a copy of the game. So I think that'd be kind of nice for the crowd to evenly distinguish between the current gen owners and the next gen owners, and basically, hopefully it does something with the popularity of the game. According to a story written on VG247.com in September of this past year, 2013, before F1 2013's release, communications manager at Codemasters Andy Gray confirmed that F1 2014 will run at 60 frames per second and have improved physics from Formula 1 2013, which obviously is a great improvement from last year again, and hopefully it will make it more realistic when playing. They'll hopefully make it very identical to when you watch every weekend the Formula 1 races. A personal wish list that I have of Formula 1 2014, some things that I would love to see in the game, one of which is participating in warm-up laps before each race, kind of like F1 Championship Edition did. But, however, for the people who don't like it, I think it'd be nice to have that option, that they can opt out of it if they don't want to, But honestly, personally, playing Championship Edition, I always love the parade, well, it's called the parade lap, but I always love doing that first warm-up lap. It kind of gets the goosebumps, gets your adrenaline pumping. It's got like that nostalgic effect, and I think that just would add so much more to the game, and it'd be very special. Definitely, I was a big fan of 2013's edition of the classic cars, so I think they should try to make this a rerun, and I think they should try to include early to mid-2000s cars, as well as cars not included in Formula 1 2013. However, the big question when it comes to classic cars, one big question mark lands on Ayrton Senna, who didn't show up in Formula 1 2013, due to the fact that Codemasters wanted to celebrate the good times of the 80s and 90s. And they felt that if they put Senna into it and kind of inflict on that personal goal or that achievement that they wanted to make with the game. So honestly, I think it'd be great to throw Senna in. I know it's sad that, he can't be with us today, but, honestly, I think it would be nice to be able to drive the same cars he drove, and it'd be cool to have the same feelings as he did when he stepped into a Formula 1 car. The next thing on my list is to throw out the cockpit view and replace it with helmet view. As you can see here, looking through the eyes of the driver, as opposed to just seeing what's inside the car, essentially. But I think this helmet view would add another kind of one-up on the realistic side of the game, and the simulation side of it, as opposed to the arcade side, I guess you could say. Also, I think adding free practice 1 and Saturday practice sessions to the race weekend in Formula 1 2014 would also be a very good thing, due to the fact that 2013 and I think 2012 as well, I may be wrong on that, but those two games only had free practice 2 and qualifying before the race on Sunday, and they also didn't have the correct durations as they did during those seasons in real life. And I also think that'd be nice too, to kind of make those identical, at least somewhat identical to the real life durations of practice and qualifying. The common theme you'll see on my wish list is more realism and more simulation as opposed to mainstream gaming. And I understand their viewpoint on mainstream where they want to make a game that everyone will play. But I think sometimes, the realism aspect of it makes people want to play it more, as opposed to just sticking with the mainstream bandwagon, I guess you could call it. But, well, we'll see what's in store for F1 2014 tomorrow, so viewers, prepare, because the floodgates are about to open tomorrow, essentially, with information about F1 2014. Well, folks, that's it. This is F1 Fanatic signing out, and I'll see you tomorrow at F1 2014 Info Release Day. Woohoo!